Welcome, everyone, to a special episode of the Born to be a Snowfighter podcast. We've wrapped up season 1 a while ago, and we're back. We want to tell you about what we have planned for season 2, but this is a special episode all about our plans for the upcoming SIMA Symposium event the week of June 22nd. We're super excited. Metal Pless always makes a big splash at the SIMA Symposium, and myself, Nick Arndt, my co-host Bob Green, and a special guest, Miss Leslie Dickey, are here to describe what we're going to be doing that week, what we have planned for the podcast in the future. And Bob Green, you check in too, and you say hi. I always forget to have Bob Green talk for the first 15 minutes. So,
good day.
Good day, Bob says.
So very quickly, let's welcome our newest member to a marketing team, Leslie Dickey. She's our marketing manager. She works with Kathleen Howard, our marketing director. Leslie came to us from Western Lehigh, our great friends at Western Lehigh. It was a very happy handoff between the two companies. Leslie came highly recommended from Jake, and she has not disappointed us. She's fantastic. Kathleen's feeling a lot less pressure because Leslie's taken some of the workload off of Kathleen's hands. Marketing at Metal Pless is going in a whole new direction, in a great direction. Kathleen and Leslie are working on a website, got the podcast going again against everything in my inner self wanting to do this anymore.
You do great at the podcast, Bob.
So welcome to the team, Leslie. We've already seen huge improvements, and say hi.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Working with Kathleen so far, I think it's only been, I don't even know, 2 months, 3? We just clicked. We worked so well together. As soon as I started, we just got right to work. There are exciting things coming, for sure.
100%.
Stuff people aren't used to seeing. We'll have social media clips. We'll have technical videos. We'll have full-length videos. We'll have a new website. So Leslie's a key ingredient to that. Again, if you aren't familiar with Leslie, you should be, because she was the producer of a lot of Western Lehigh content over the last couple years. I'm sure you've seen that on Instagram. So we're pumped to have a creative mind like Leslie on board, and she's getting stuff done. Come meet her at the SIMA Symposium in Cincinnati. She'll be there. The whole team will be there. We're excited for 2026, our 50th anniversary as a company. So Leslie, welcome on board. And again, come meet Leslie at the SIMA Symposium in Cincinnati. So we're here on this special episode. We want to talk real quick. Bob and I put together season 1 of this podcast, and I think it went really well. And the customer feedback we got was actually super positive. So we're pumped to make a few changes and come back with a season 2. You know, Bob and I attend a lot of trade shows, and tons of people came up to us at the trade show and said, "Hey, we love the podcast. I listened to it on the way to this trade show." So that was very, very encouraging for us. So we have fun doing it. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it again. We're going to make some improvements, and we're going to be back for a season 2 this summer. So we're excited about that. But what we're really here to talk about today is SIMA. And if you are on the fence about coming to the SIMA Symposium in Cincinnati at the end of June, we are here to tell you you should come to it. It is an awesome time for networking, for getting to know the industry better, to see awesome new equipment. We will have new equipment there that Bob Green will describe later on. But please, by all means, if this is going to be your first SIMA, go for it. And I think my co-host here would agree. SIMA is well worth the investment.
100%. It's where you're going to meet your people. If you've never been, you won't understand it until you get there. And I challenge you to come to me after spending a few days at SIMA and saying, I didn't just meet my people, because it is truly a show made for the snow industry. You know, there's no excavators, there's no drills, all the other trade show stuff isn't there. It's 100% snow. It's just so much fun. It's great networking, and you get to see a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's truly like, we go to a lot of trade shows, and as a snow removal contractor, you could go to a lot of trade shows and spend money and time and, employee hours going. But the most bang for your buck is going to SIMA Symposium. It is all snow. It is all professionalism, and the SIMA team puts on an amazing week. So it's not just a trade show. Don't think of it that way. The trade show is the cool new stuff and the networking in person, but the whole week is full of seminars, networking events, special events. Leslie will talk about our Tuesday night special event, which has now become a yearly tradition at the SIMA Symposium. And it's a blast. Like, it is a ton of work for us Metal Pless employees because we're there for a whole week, setting up, taking down, scrubbing plows with Pledge, getting our fingers orange from the chemicals of the cleaning. But it's all worth it. Like, I look forward to it so much every year. Our pledge scrubbing is legendary amongst the team. So we do fun things outside of SIMA too. Downtown Cincinnati, I've never been, but it looks super cool. The Reds Stadium is right there. Reds, I'm a big baseball fan. So Metal Pless team is going to a Reds game on Monday night. And I'm really looking forward to, I've seen it online on lots of, reels or whatever. The stadium has a treat called the Double Play Yogurt Parfait, which is like a contraption of ice cream. I'm gonna go wild on a couple of those. So super pumped. So getting to our event, before I get to the event, I would like to say, I should have brought this up earlier, but season 2 of the Born to be a Snowfighter podcast is going to talk a lot about the Metal Pless 50th anniversary. So Bob, this is year 50 of Metal Pless, and our promotions, and we're going to talk about this quite a bit, are we not?
Yes, we're all really pumped at Metal Pless. It's a point of pride for everybody. We're a well-established company, been leading the way in innovation for a long, long time. We just didn't pop on the radar with a copy of somebody else's plow. We've been doing this for a long time. And the whole Metal Pless family, like when I'm talking about the tight family, the immediate family, put it that way, is very excited to celebrate this with Jimmy and his family because it's a huge accomplishment. We kicked it off in January at Landscape Ontario with our anniversary Golden Edge plow. Anybody that got to see that plow were super impressed by the golden live edge that we had on it. Another one too, SIMA. I'll talk about it later, but it's quite a piece. It's a masterpiece. It's a beautiful plow. And to celebrate the 50th year, we're going to have a pretty cool contest at SIMA that Leslie's going to be managing. She'll talk about that in a bit. Seems like Leslie's going to be doing a lot of talking in a bit.
Great.
You'll rock it, Leslie. Don't worry.
She's pumped.
We're just to be overly repetitive. We're all really excited about it and proud of the accomplishment of 50 years of innovation and refinement.
Yeah, for 50 years, Jimmy and his family have been making amazing products. And that's the theme of this year's SIMA Symposium for Metal Pless is 50 years. We call it the Golden Edge, like Bob said. We have a special edition plow that we'll be showing off. And 50 years. Like, we've been making stuff for awesome new stuff. Like Bob said, not copies, originals. We don't do copies. For 50 years. So again, there'll be more of that as we get closer to the event. We'll be talking about it all throughout SIMA Symposium and the rest of the trade shows throughout the season. But let's get to the details of the SIMA Symposium Metal Pless event. Now, we've done this for 3 years now, and I'm excited about this one. So the Tuesday night event. So the way the SIMA Symposium works is Monday is kind of an arrival day for most people. Then Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night are all sponsored events. For 3 years, Metal Pless has sponsored the Tuesday night event that everyone who attends SIMA is welcome to come. If you're coming to SIMA, you can come to this event. You just show up. What will we be doing, Leslie, on the Tuesday night event, Tuesday the 23rd at 8 to 9:30 p.m. in Cincinnati, Ohio?
This year, Metal Pless is hosting at a place called Pins Mechanical Company, and we will be occupying second, third, and rooftop. So our event is 3 levels.
Look at Google the pictures of this place. It's a super cool. So it's my kind of place. It's a downtown sort of hip, but not overly hip, bar. But just Google the pictures and we'll put links to it in the show notes too. But it is a cool place.
Yeah, level 2, mini bowling.
Mini
level
bowling,
3,
got it.
pinball machines. and a bar.
Pinball machines, classic.
And there's a rooftop, which seems to be a theme with Metal Pless. Great
Yep.
views of the city.
Sounds like it's a combination of our first two events. One, the Pittsburgh one on the 3 levels
Yes.
with the great views last year,
That was amazing.
where we're in a place full of games.
Mini golf.
So now we're going back to the multi-level and the views and the games.
I'm super excited about this one. It just look up the pictures. It's super cool. And like I was saying before, SIMA Symposium isn't about just roaming the trade show and getting to know people there. These are the types of events that if you come to SIMA, come a few days early or whatever, and just go to these free events. And you will get to spend time having a drink and mingling with people from everywhere. Like truly most people come to these events. So you'll get, it's Metal Pless owners for sure. If you've ever wanted to meet a Metal Pless owner and talk Metal Pless, this is the time. But it's people that don't own Metal Pless. It's people that are interested in Metal Pless. So people that'll never buy a Metal Pless. It is everybody. And the industry, at events like this, the industry really does seem like a big happy family. So
Yeah. And our whole sales team will be there along with Kathleen Howard, the marketing director, Jimmy Vigneault, the owner, and the crew from Norman Snowblowers will be there too. Denny Theriault, Louis Martin, and Robert Vanderzon to talk about Norman. If you want to talk about Norman, they're going to be there.
So truly anybody that you've ever seen online or saw a YouTube video or whatever, follow them on Instagram, they'll probably be at this event. So if you wanted to get some one-on-one time asking them questions, just show up. They're the most approachable people in the world. The world is very small and you'll come away with a friend and a lot of new information. So our event has been awesome the last 2 years. So we will always sponsor the Tuesday night event at SIMA, as far as I know, because it just is such a fun time. There's people wearing Metal Pless gear. Like it's just, Metal Pless ends up feeling like it's everywhere, we've been told. And man, I'm excited about it. So again, the details, food and beverage, right? So there's drinks, there's, finger foods, typically you'll get enough to eat, you get enough to drink. And again, mini bowling, pinball machines, fire pits, just general good vibes and hanging out. And we hope to see you there. If you're coming to SIMA, get there by Tuesday so you can come to the kickoff event sponsored by Metal Pless. Now let's transition to the next thing we've got going on at SIMA Symposium. Again, throughout the next day, Wednesday, there'll be different, learning opportunities as a snow contractor, snow fighter that SIMA offers. So look that up on the SIMA.org website. But then things kick off on the Metal Pless side on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have Trade Show After Dark. So it's a little bit of a preview. Bob, tell us a little bit about Trade Show After Dark from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m.
They started this last year. It's after the actual SIMA opening event, which is right outside of the trade show. And they reserve it for certain members of SIMA. I don't remember the qualification to get on the trade show floor, but it's a chance to just walk a less crowded floor and get a first glimpse at everything.
I think traditionally there's been a little bit of like a add-on you can add to your ticket, which is called like SIMA Plus or something that gives you
Something
access
like
to
that.
it.
Yeah.
But you if you want to know more, come to the actual, like Bob said, the actual kickoff dinner, which will be at the connected to the trade show venue. It's all encompassed in one area. So come to that and you can learn more about the little Trade Show After Dark. But I like Trade Show After Dark. It's just a little tiny preview. And like Bob said, it's not as busy because people are usually mingling at the opening event for most of the evening. So you can wander into the trade show and see a lot of the cool new stuff and talk to the reps. First. People always want to be the first to see stuff. But Trade Show After Dark, don't miss it. It's fun. It's more intimate. And we will be there.
And then go to the ProTech event, which is right after that. Shout out to our friends at ProTech.
Okay. So the ProTech event is Wednesday night, confirming, right? Okay. So just like I said, there's 3 nights of sponsored events. Tuesday night, we sponsor an event. Wednesday night, ProTech sponsors an event. We always go and it's tons of fun. We get along great with the ProTech folks. And then I believe Thursday night is sponsored by Douglas Dynamics Western, correct?
Yeah, it's a DD event. I don't remember which one it's branded by.
Okay.
I think it's Snow this year, maybe.
Okay. Well, anyways, truly, for the first couple of SIMAs I went to, I was just mostly focused on the trade show aspect of it and didn't go to the events or didn't go to all of the sponsored events. And then we all started going to the sponsored events. We're like, oh my gosh, like they're all so much fun. Like you cannot miss them. So go to the ProTech event after Wednesday. And then the next day, Leslie, will you talk a little bit about the 50th anniversary promo celebrating 50 years at Metal Pless? What do we have
Of course.
going on to celebrate the 50th anniversary promotional? We're going to have our booth, and I'll let Bob describe what we'll have in the booth in just a minute. But we're going to have our traditional large booth. I can't remember the dimensions, 20 by 40, 30 by 40, something like that. Then we'll have a special 10 by 10 booth adjacent to our equipment booth where you'll be able to come meet Leslie and enter the contest. So tell the folks a little bit about how that will work at the 10 by 10 booth.
Well, we wanted to have big prizes. So we have
Big prizes.
5 grand prizes that you can win. Every person who enters to win will get special 50th anniversary merch. So we have t-shirts, hats, the silicone ice cube mold.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I saw a round cube ice mold for cocktails, correct?
Yep.
And it's got the Metal Plus logo in it.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm excited about that.
I know.
So tell us how it works.
You just have to enter to win in person in our booth. Okay. There are ways to increase your chances of winning. Like after you register, if you get a hat, the t-shirt, we are going to be hiding golden tickets in there.
Hiding golden tickets?
Yeah.
Like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yep.
Man. So where will we be hiding such golden tickets?
Just inside
the exact
the
location.
brims.
Okay, so inside the merch.
Yes.
Okay, I thought we were going a treasure hunt style, like we're going to hide it behind the mold board of a plow.
I mean, the options are open.
So come see Leslie. 5 grand prizes, Leslie. What might these 5 grand prizes look like?
They are gift cards.
Okay.
Each
gift
one.
cards,
Mm-hmm.
so cash, more or less.
Yes,
Okay.
$500 each.
500. Okay, 50th anniversary, we got $500.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it's some type of Amazon easy to use gift card that you could do whatever you want with.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
When will we be drawing the winners? Some people are going to ask about that. When have we decided when we're going to draw?
We'll pick a winner right before the show ends, maybe an hour before.
Okay. So trade show is
Friday.
Trade show is Thursday, and then it's part of the day on Friday, and then at the end of the show time, Friday is traditionally when we've given away our prizes. So
Yeah. And if somebody had left, we wanted to pick something that we can easily mail to the winner.
Okay.
So
so you don't have to be standing there waiting.
No.
Okay. Awesome. So that will encourage people that may be leaving early on Friday to come and enter. So
Yes.
again, 50th anniversary, 5 grand prizes, $500. Come see Leslie, get your free merch. Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Let's get to the thing everybody really wants to come to the trade show for. When I was picking the plows this year, I wanted to show everybody what we do. We're not a one plow, one pony type of company. So I'm bringing every possible cutting edge, rubber, standard edge, HD edge, live edge light, live edge, full live edge. We offer all these different edges. We don't offer one edge. We offer all these possibilities. Oh, and tie bar. Delicate surfaces, regular surfaces, any possibility. I'm bringing every height and mold board. So I'm bringing 26, 27, 30, 32, 42, 36, 42, 48. It's all, the idea was trade shows are supposed to be our showroom. Like when you're going to buy a car, you don't want to see just one car. You want to see all the possibilities. You are going to be able to come to SIMA in Cincinnati and see all our cutting edges, all our mold board sizes, all our plow styles, and a variety of colors. I'm excited
about that. Yeah, that'll look cool.
We're going to be introducing 2 new products that we're excited about. One of them's very exciting. Everybody knows Metal Pless makes a live box. There's a lot of box choices on the market. People love boxes because they're easier to use. The big drawback on a box is you're stuck at a size. You're 10 feet, you're 12 feet, you're 14 feet, you're 16 feet. So where I'm going with this is Jimmy's designed a live box that starts at 10 feet and expands to 19 feet. So it's going to be a 10, 42, expandable to 19. So you're going to be able to legally drive anywhere with a 19-foot plow because it's going to squish down to 10 feet, go through a gate, open up to 19 feet. With the easy-to-use Metal Pless level indicator and slip pitch indicator on it. So all the things you love about a live box that you maybe needed 2 or 3 of them for because you needed 10 foot for this place, a 20 foot for that place, all in one. So that's going to be unveiled at SIMA. And to stick on the box side, we're coming out with what we're calling is the HD box. So it's a live box without the live edge. So it's our famous HD trip edge on a box. So some people come along and say, wow, your box is a little more expensive than so-and-so. Well, now we have everything you love about a Metal Pless, the build, the slip pitch, the paint with a less expensive cutting edge. So those are our 2 new ones. We will also have our PLSM 83013 breast cancer edition. You might have seen pictures on it. We brought it to Landscape Ontario. We brought it to the Atlantic Heavy Equipment Show in Moncton, New Brunswick. Kathleen is spearheading that. Well, Kathleen Howard, our marketing director, is spearheading that campaign. It's to raise money for breast cancer. It's going to be we haven't talked about that at all in this, but at SIMA, you're going to be able to go and see Kathleen to register in that campaign. When we sell it, we will give the proceeds of the sale to breast cancer awareness.
So what model is that again, Bob? It's an 83013 LEL?
It's the PLSM 83013.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but it's LEL, right? It's live edge light?
Yeah.
So yeah, that has been, to take a little bit of a side quest here, is that in the last year, that particular model, live edge 83013 live edge light, has been a huge success. And again, we're excited about doing that promo to raise money.
I've brought 2 PLSMs to SIMA this year. One's going to be the LEL, and I brought a PLSM standard edge. So you can look at the 2 options. We introduced the PLSM at SIMA last year, and it was gangbusters. Everybody wanted one. They worked really well. The initial feedback was fantastic. We've had people telling us that it's the cat's butt as far as snowplows go. So we're excited to show it off again. And we now have more information about its functionality and its performance to fill you in on.
Yeah, I'm excited about PLSM. That's a project I was really excited about from the beginning. All of my dealers did super well selling them in the Midwest US, all sold out, reordered. It's a live edge plow for a skid steer 6,000 to 9,000 pounds. So we don't need to get into too much why that's important, but that will be an ongoing theme in 2026 is more PLSM. There is a new AgriMax version of that for 4066s and L66s. Dealers already have them on order. You will now be able to have a live edge plow for your 4066 or L66. It's super cool. Again, Bob is bringing every edge we make to SIMA. We make more than you think, guys. We make all kinds of stuff. And going backwards just a little bit to the 2 boxes, I think it's kind of cool that of the new stuff we're bringing, we're known for the wing blades, obviously, but we're not just going to make a box and keep it the same for 15 years. We've made changes to the live box, improved it over the years, and our boxes are known for being bulletproof. Now, the HD box might not be for everybody, but it is going to be a especially bulletproof box if that is what you're looking for, because the key feature of it is the HD soft drive trip. Now, these are the types of things we can explain to you how it works at a show like SIMA, because the trip mechanism we use, it opens like a dog door, is a key component to the longevity of a box and the plow staying on the ground. And so now we've made a box that's just that. You don't want to mess around with floating edges? That's fine. We got your HD box. Come see that. The expandable live box, people are going to be asking questions in and talking about that, because truly going from 10 to 19 feet, I have this conversation all the time is I want to run a 14-foot box, but my guys don't like driving it down the road. Well, now you can drive it down the road at 10 feet. And then when you want it to be 14 feet, make it 14 feet. But a lot of times when you are 14 feet, why you could have been 20 feet. So we're going to have that, and super excited about it.
I was speaking to Jake from Western Lehigh about it a couple of weeks ago, and he'd never even thought about an expandable live box, and he thought it was fantastic. He wanted it. He wanted it right after the show. He wants to throw it right into his fleet because he thinks that certain guys or certain operators, the wing's complicated. So to have an expandable box, they're still just boxing snow. He just thinks for certain operators, certain applications, it's, and I want to call it an innovation. It's been the extent I grew up in snow removal using an expandable box, but now not a live edge box, not a Metal Pless with the slip hitch and the oscillation like that. Those things didn't exist. So it's bringing old and new tech together, and it's in my opinion, it's very reasonably priced to have a 19-foot live edge plow.
Yeah, because just like we say, one of our Max Pro replaces 2 or 3 complementary machines because it can windrow backdrag. Like if you're in an operation that's using a 11-foot box because it needs to, or 11 or 12 needs to get into a narrow spot, but you really need a 16 or a 18, so you have a second machine with that. It's the same concept.
2-for-1. It's a 2-for-1 box, basically.
It's a 2-for-1 box. So come see the expandable live box. Yeah, we're excited about it. And one thing we forgot to mention, another theme for 2026, going along with live edge light, different sizes of that, different applications of that. We will also have a 1036-16 full live edge, correct, Bob? So a lot of people are aware that we make live edge on the wings now. And, we have had that commonly on Max Pros. Usually it's a special order thing, but we've had it at trade shows before. We're expanding that technology to different sizes of mold boards. So if you want a full live edge from, wingtip to wingtip, come see what a 1036-16 full live edge looks like. You'll be able to get them at dealers. And that's really leading to full live edge on all the sizes of mold boards in the future. Correct.
We have a list now of the full live edge we can do. We can start talking about it more at SIMA. All the mold boards 36 inches and up on most of the sizes. It's available. We're not going to do it on the 30 inch.
Yeah, it's too short of wings in general. But if it's a wider application plow, and dealers will be able to order them more easily now. We have it referenced in our pricing books. It's becoming a thing. Again, we're always Metal Pless. We aren't just making something and keeping it the same for 15 years. It's not us. We're going to continue to add features and options and new sizes and new opportunities for end users to be efficient. So,
and just to go back to the 1036-16, and it'll be a Max Pro 1022 that we have with the full live edge. They're both going to be equipped with our next level live edge sections. So the main mold board will have what we're calling live edge 2.0. Again, constantly innovating, constantly improving. The wheel is round. It can't be improved. Yes, it can. So we are coming, and this is a live edge. It will be eventually available on all the mold boards, full live edge or not. But come and talk to us about it. It's cool. It's your plow will have 100% contact from wingtip to wingtip with these technologies.
Yeah, we've teased this a few other times on the podcast, Live Edge 2.0. Man, we have so much stuff going on that I haven't even made this a point, but Live Edge 2.0 is a game changer, and it'll be, correct me if I'm wrong, Bob, but it'll be retrofit possible on older plows.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can probably order the replacement edges for your existing. It's the same live edge guide and spring, so I'm pretty sure you can retrofit.
Come see us and talk about it. So I challenge you to look at that 1048-22 and 1036-16 full live edge at SIMA and notice what's different about it. Come look at those two plows and try to take a close look at the live edge sections specifically on the mold board and go, what's different about this? Then we'll talk about it. So come see me if you can point it out. It's Live Edge 2.0. It's coming. We're always planning for the future. 50 years is just the beginning at Metal Pless. Man, it's so awesome to work for a company where we're always making new stuff. Like the people, like we like to say, always copied, never duplicated. The thing is, the people copying us are copying stuff that we're changing. So you're gonna see new products that are copies that are old products because they're duplicating the previous generation.
I was in R&D yesterday with Jim, and he was talking to one of the designers, and Jimmy just looked at me and goes, "I can't show you what we're working on yet because I'm so excited." So this is a man that he never stops. He just never stops thinking. And we've got a crew that, that our two principal engineers, Pat Fauché and Dave Prud, their brains are the same. They just get all excited about stuff that we don't even understand, and they draw little diagrams, and then one of them jumps on the computer right away and starts designing stuff, and they really get excited. So they won't slow down. There's no stopping these guys.
I'm glad you brought up Jimmy, and I think this is where we'll end this special podcast episode. Is Jimmy Vino, the creative mind behind these Metal Pless products in the Vino family for the last 50 years, will be at SIMA Symposium in Cincinnati. This is your chance to talk to the creator of the revolutionary snow product in the world. He will be there. And as we've said on previous episodes, if you have an idea for something we could do, come talk to Jimmy about it. 2 years ago, we turned a new model around in 2 months based off an idea from a customer that said, "I'm coming to SIMA to talk to Jimmy." And I said, "Go for it, Mike." Mike Savage, Midwest Machinery, shout him out again. But come to SIMA. This is your chance to meet Jimmy. Talk to us. Talk to Jimmy about your ideas. If you ever have a question about why does a plow do this, we've got Yannick there. We've got Jimmy there. We've got Bob there, who knows just about everything. So
Denny Theriot from Normand there, another brilliant mind.
Yeah, our sister company at Normand. This, again, in summary, SIMA Symposium is the place to be. If you're a Metal Pless owner, come to SIMA Symposium, meet everybody, come with your ideas, come meet us. And with that, I think I'll wrap up this special edition of the podcast. Leslie, it's great having you on board with the team.
Thank you so much.
The Metal Pless team continues to grow. We have great new things in marketing coming for 2026, all kinds of new stuff, videos.
Very exciting stuff.
Videos, website. People are going to be surprised because we are going to show up in 2026. So with that, I'll wrap it up. Thanks again for listening to this episode. I think Kathleen would like me to mention, please like and subscribe. We get lots of positive feedback, but I'll be cheesy and say like and subscribe on wherever you get your podcasts, all that stuff. And with that, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you in 3 weeks in Cincinnati, Ohio. Goodbye, everybody.